Hey fam, thanks for coming back. For my new viewers, my name is Elle. Thank you for tuning in. Today is August 29th and we are in the energy of a super beautiful full moon in Pisces. And I especially wanted to come back today to talk to you all about it. I got some papers here. I took notes. Oh, that's just all my stuff for me. Don't worry about the noise. I'm outside. I'm sure you're going to hear all my neighbors and the kids and everything, but I'm cool with that because I just absolutely love being outside. Oh, and I'm getting torn up by these mosquitoes out here, but it doesn't make a difference because I'm with you. So I'm just going to jump right into it. Normally, I talk about what's happening with me while I'm on my twin flame journey. For those of you who are just tuning into my channel, I am a twin flame who is currently physically separated from my beloved, who is married to somebody else, and at this point in time in the grand scheme of this game, he does not want to acknowledge his responsibility as a twin flame, which I'm cool with. But the purpose of me coming back today to speak to you is because I really want to talk to you about this super full moon. We're in a super full moon of Pisces, and what is happening now is Pisces is like a really intuitive, mystical, spiritual, emotional energy. I'm a Pisces, so I'm feeling this full moon immensely. It's like 1 minute I'm feeling one aspect of it, another minute I'm feeling another aspect of it, another minute I'm seeing, you know, myself go through something, and then next 2 minutes I'm realizing that I'm going through it. I'm just like, let me just get into it. So anyway, as I was saying, we are in the full moon, super full moon of Pisces, and the sun is in Virgo. Virgo is all about knowing who you are and knowing yourself and knowing that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. While on the other hand, Pisces is more, we're more dreamers. We daydream a lot. We live in this fantasy world. It's like whenever things happen to us, or not even whenever things happen to us, it's just that we want things to happen in like this mystical, magical, romantic fairy tale type of way. And we're very it's said that we're very intuitive, we're very spiritual, we're connected to higher beings and higher consciousness, and we're really awake. Some of us are, some of us aren't. But anyway, that is the energy that we're in. So imagine this, the full moon. The full moon is a time when you feel like you might be going a little crazy. You know, things are complete, you feel like you have this built up energy you want to release. A lot of times people say that during a full moon people go loony. That kind of sort of makes sense, because during the full moon what happens is that we feel like we are at the completion point of something in our life, some aspect, some project, whatever it is in our life, it's complete, or it is being complete within the energy of the full moon. The energy of the full moon usually lasts between 3-4 days before and 3-4 days after. So we will be in this energy until around September 5th. So that means that if you are just realizing it, you still have some time to work with this beautiful energy. Now the sun is in Virgo, and like I said, Virgo is about knowing yourself, knowing that what you're doing is on the path that you want to be on, knowing that you're making the right steps to get to where you want to be. So the sun is in Virgo, and what that means is the sun brings us energy, it brings us life, it brings us light, it makes us aware of things, it gives us that boost and that oomph that we need to get things going. So the sun is in Virgo, we know, and we got that boost of what we know we should be doing. But then the moon is in Pisces, and the moon is more mystical, it's more dark, it's more of the undertone, it's more of the deep emotions and the hidden things that we might not necessarily want to pay attention to. So with these two astrological energies combined, this full moon is a super full moon, and it's a special super full moon because it gives us the opportunity to revise, relook at the things that we have been doing on our spiritual path. A lot of times we may feel like, you know, we regret certain things, like we want to turn back the hands of time and do things over. But the good thing about this energy is that if you feel like that, now you're given the opportunity to sit down, be still, and learn from what you have been through, from what you have experienced, from your trials and tribulations. We're given the beautiful opportunity during this full moon in Pisces to revisit the things that we feel that we need to focus more on. We're also in the energy of healing. And in that, if you sit back, if you feel like, man, I wish this would have happened with this person, I wish this would have happened with that person, guess what? That's good, because you're still in the energy of what's going on. But on top of that, there's an aspect of healing. So with that being said, this energy also allows you the opportunity to heal those things that you feel are preventing you from moving on, or to have the time to figure out exactly where it is that you want to be on your spiritual path, and figure out why you're not there, and then work with what you have learned to try to move forward and to get to where you want to be. Now, also in place is, because the energy of Virgo and the sun is like, go get them, go get them, go get them, ego might be involved. So you might be, you might feel a lot like you don't have enough time to do the things that you want to do. I have felt like that all this week. Like, I felt like, oh my goodness, I haven't had time to journal. But I'm printing out all of my things and I'm reading up on everything that's happening, and I'm like, I just don't have enough time to journal. So that just goes to show you that although I'm Pisces, I still feel the energy of Virgo. And then on the flip side, I'm still feeling the energy of Pisces. Hence, I had a dream this morning about my beloved and how he hurt my feelings in some kind of way. So I'm feeling both. I'm feeling the combined energy of Pisces and Virgo within this super full moon. And that allows me to, like, sit back and analyze, like, why is it that I had this dream? And to be honest with you, our dreams tell us something that we may need to focus on, to work on, so that we can release it, we can overcome a challenge, we can learn from it and grow spiritually, so that we can advance in our spirituality. So what I am experiencing is very synchronistic to the energy that we're in, and I'm sure that you're experiencing it too, because although you might not be a Pisces or a Virgo, everybody is being affected by the energy of this super full moon. And a lot of times we look at the things that we experience in like a negative way, but we don't stop to take the time out to see our blessings, the blessings that come with the things that we think are negative that happen in our life. And this full moon is giving us the perfect opportunity to actually sit down, revisit those things that may come up, because Pisces is like a deep, very, dark type of, it's not dark, but it makes you feel like really extremely emotional, and it helps you to dig down deep into that side, the emotional side of you that you might not necessarily want to focus on, so that you can release those things that do not serve you purpose, make room for new and better things, and also learn from what we have, from what we have been through. So I just want to read off some things that I read from a couple of different websites, and at the end of the vlog, actually below, I will give you the websites that I'm reading from. And I just want to tell you straight off the bat, this is not my wording, but I have definitely experienced a lot of these things that I'm reading to you. This one site that I love, which is mysticmama.com, said that this is a beautiful spiritual full moon that calls us to connect with the deepest part of our souls, and to remember that there's more to life than meets the eye. We are being called to feel beneath the surface, to access the magical experience of direct communication and communion with the world around us. So a lot of you may feel like, and I'm going to be honest, not like I'm lying any other time, but I have felt like this in this energy too. Some of my friends have reached out to me and they're like, well, when did you start learning about the things that you know and really getting into this, and how did you start? Like, I know it's a lot, but would you guide me? Would you help me? And I felt like, you know what, yeah, part of this journey is my responsibility to help, but also a part of it is to like give people just a little bit of information and let them run off on the tangent that they want to. Because, and I'm going to stress this so much, and I read this also, and I read this after my friend said this to me, because when she said it to me, I was thinking to myself, yes, I want to help her, but I don't want to help her too much, because I know if I give her some leads, or if I say such and such and such and such and such and this and this and this and this and this, if she doesn't do what I tell her to do, I'm going to feel a way about it. And ironically, that is what is in play as well. Our egos are definitely in play. So I'm looking for the thing that is talking about our egos, and that has something to do with Virgo. And it was just so ironic that when I was reading, when she was telling me, when she was texting me this stuff, I'm like, yeah, I would love to give her the information that I know. I would love to share with her everything that I think I know. But if she doesn't do it, then I'm going to be mad. And then I read it and I was like, wow, like some of this Virgo energy is really coming out. And that's knowing, that's like thinking that everything that I know is good, and everything that I know is good, but everything that I know is what it is. It's like the do or die of everything, and that's not necessarily the truth. What my truth is may not really even be my truth, because I could be living in my own mind and in my own ego thinking that I know everything, and that's not true. That's why this energy is such that it's like we may fluctuate between knowing what we know is right and knowing what we know we should be doing, and then not being able to really do it because we're being really hard on ourselves, feeling like I'm not where I know I should be in the grand scheme of my spiritual journey. And that's the beauty of this energy. We are given the opportunity to actually sit back and be authentic with ourselves, like really think about who is it that I am and who is it that I want to be, and are the steps that I have made so far, do they fall in line with who I think I am? Because although I may think I'm somebody, that might not be who I am authentically. Let me just take the time out to really figure this out, and we are given the beautiful opportunity to do that. There's another website that I actually recently fell in love with, and the name of it is Elephant Journal, and the writer of this in particular post said, we are being asked to sit quietly and see if where we are is truly where we want to be. We are quite frankly being given the time out by the universe. Sometimes, although we are adults, we don't behave in the way that we know we should behave, or we really want to. We carry emotional baggage, and if we're still holding tight to those precious packages, soon we become stuck and unable to move forward to our futures. So that's also part of it. Like, that was part of it for me. That was me, like, thinking to myself when my girlfriend sent me this text, like, she better follow the things that I'm following, because that's part of my baggage. And if I don't release that part of my baggage and open up to who I truly am, which I'm still learning of who I truly am, and this energy is really helping me, then I'm never going to be able to move forward and be that spiritual person that I know I can be and that I know that I should be. She also writes, which is really, really good, and it's you know, I just absolutely love this website and this writer and this vlog. And this is Elephant Journal again. She writes, we will be asked to sit with our thoughts, our dreams, our wishes, our heads, and our hearts. We have to feel everything that is inside of us, both positive and negative, hopes and fears. We are to take this time out from the universe as a gift it truly is, the gift of having retrospective revelations before the time has passed to do something about the choices we have made. This, I'm telling you, definitely read Elephant Journal every day. I love this vlog. I love the writers. I love how they word things. It's really down to earth. And after reading this, after me going through the majority of my day, I was like, oh my goodness, I am really feeling this energy. Not only that, let me explain something to you about Pisces, because I live it all of the time. I am the type of Pisces that's like, when I'm in love, I could do anything. When I'm in love, I can go like this, and I have money in my hands. I know that when I love or am in love and the love is reciprocated, I'm just like, fairy tales come true and fairy tales are real. That's how Pisces are. That's what the Pisces energy is about. And within the full moon in Pisces, a lot of our romantic energy and feelings will definitely be it'll be intensified. You may think about past lovers, past relationships. Your exes may call you and you all may sit down and talk about what happened, and you might feel like this abundance of love. If you're in a relationship, you may feel like, you know, extra special love towards your significant other at this point. And with that energy also, you can also use that energy to heal what may need to be healed, to reconcile your differences. And you could also transfer that energy into other things that you feel like you need motivation for. You could also use that love energy to heal the inner child in you if you need that to be healed, or whatever deep, dark emotions come up that don't make you feel good. Especially pay attention to those. Especially pay attention to your dreams within this super full moon, because they are giving you signs of what you need to work on, that needs to be healed, or that you need to release, so that you can make room for growth, so that you can make room for new and higher energies to come in for you to use to your advantage on your spiritual path. So I just really wanted to take the time out to talk to you a little bit about the full moon and Pisces and Virgo and what you may be experiencing, because it's very important. You know, we are definitely responsible for ourselves and our path. And another part before I forget, I have been feeling like, especially on this twin flame journey, I've been feeling like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I just need to surrender to God. I need to surrender to Source. I need to surrender to the Ascended Masters and the higher beings. I need to surrender to my twin flame spirit guides, because I just can't do this anymore. Like, I've been feeling like all of the things that I have been doing to stay connected with my beloved on the energetic side, because he does not want to communicate with me physically on the 3D level. Okay, fam, I'm so sorry for like cutting it off so abruptly, but I was getting torn up by the mosquitoes outside. I couldn't take it no more. It's like, I think maybe I need to eat more salt. I thought that was funny. But anyway, yeah, as I was saying, I've been feeling like I just can't do this anymore. I really need to surrender to the powers that be with regards to this twin flame connection and energy, because like I was saying, I feel like all of the things that I'm doing on every other plane except for this one just isn't working. I don't see any, I see nothing improve on this plane because of the things that I'm doing while I sleep, or because of my meditations, or because of me working with crystals, or because of my prayers. That could definitely be me being egotistical and not being able to balance out my more human side with my more spiritual side. And possibly it could even be me not having the faith that I know that I need. So that's why I feel like, maybe that's why I feel like I need to surrender, so that my faith can grow more. Yeah, I wanted to share that with you also. another thing before I go, and I keep on saying this, like another thing, because there's so many things involved with this full moon. I could talk about it forever. Um, Another aspect of the energy in this super full moon in Pisces is the energy of balance, being able to balance your life out, all aspects of your life. Like I said a little earlier, I've been feeling like, oh my goodness, I don't have enough time to journal. I don't have enough time to meditate. I don't have enough time to do this and that are spiritual. And that's me not being able to balance it out. That's me being more on the 3D side and not taking the time out to implement the things that I know I need to do spiritual and sticking with them. Having some type of, I wouldn't say rigid regiment, but I would say having some type of uniformity within the course of my day, that I allow myself to do my work on the 3D plane and also do my spiritual work, because we need that balance in life. We can't always be spiritual, and then we can't always be 3D. It just does not work out like that. We feel like we're missing something. And within the week that has passed, just the mere fact that I didn't journal, but I did start meditating at 6 o'clock. I take this 6 o'clock meditation call, and it's been absolutely wonderful. That has helped me balance out a little bit of my day. You know, I was having these tension headaches at work. Not I was thinking that, oh my goodness, this is part of the spiritual attack that I'm going through. Come to find out, it was from stress at work. Stress caused by the trials and tribulations and the challenges of living on this dense plane and not balancing everything out. So take this time also and use this energy to find a balance in between your average day of living and implementing what you need to do spiritually in it to stay level, to eliminate and relieve the stresses that you have that may be caused by not having that balance. So that was a lot. And I really need to go wash up again, because I feel like there's mosquitoes underneath my skin. But I'm going to come back sooner again. I enjoy staying in touch with you. Also, you see, this is another thing. It's like every time I plan on leaving and letting you all go, I think of something else that is, synchronistic, or that deals with this energy that we're in. A lot of surprises. Surprise, things happen unexpectedly within this new moon. And also, you see, here's another thing. This just doesn't make sense. I should have just wrote a list and checked it off as I was speaking about these different things. Because Pisces is a very intuitive and mystical, imaginary, daydreamist type of energy and zodiac sign, your intuition may be heightened. So you may be getting messages from spirit and from source more readily and more openly than you normally would. So definitely pay attention. Like if you see something in the corner of your eye, don't just think that, oh, that's just, something in my eye. No, that is probably more likely so than something in your eye. Spirit showing you something. If you think you hear something or you feel something, that definitely falls in line with the Pisces energy of being more intuitive. So pay attention to that also, and work with that energy, because you can definitely get answers to questions that you may not have necessarily had answers to before, or that you've been looking for a long time. You may get extra help in this intuitive energy in the full moon in Pisces. It's a plethora of things that comes along with having your intuition heightened. And all of those things can definitely help you overcome challenges, release what needs to be released, learn and grow. So yeah, I definitely think I'm going to end it off with that. Thank you for staying in touch. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for continuing to watch and be a part of my life and putting up with me being the typical Pisces that I am, in and out and in and out, you know. Like I said in my other vlogs, I will definitely make a better effort to be more consistent, and ta-da, there you go. So I hope you really enjoyed this full moon. Definitely go out and absorb some of its energy. Work with it. It is here for you and your betterment and your growth. If you have any questions or comments, or just want to stay in touch a little bit more closely, please feel free to write me. And do not forget to check out the websites that I'm going to post below. Check them out on a daily basis, especially there's another one, Elephant Journal and Star Whale is excellent. I will post all of the ones that I connect with and that have seemed to be on point with me when it comes to everything that is happening. And I am definitely going to stay in touch because there are so many wonderful things that are coming our way with regards to the eclipses that are happening, the full moon, the new moon that's happening, and all of the energy that they bring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a better effort to not vlog on the day that it happened. No, this is not even a vlog. Like, really? Anyway, you see, my mind is someplace else at the end of this because I just keep on thinking. It's like so many things come into my mind with this. Actually, this is a vlog. What the? Anyway, so, yeah, that is just an indication that it's too many things on my mind. Like, I really need to, like they said, sit down and be still. Yeah, so I am going to do that. But like I was saying, I wanted to keep in touch because I wanted to record before all of this stuff happens so that you can be prepared for when it happens. So I'm going to write that down because if I don't, I'll probably forget it. And then when the time comes, I'll be rambling again like I'm rambling now. Anyway, thanks for staying in touch. Thanks for putting up with me. Thanks for, you know, just being there for me in my life and being who you are. I will check y'all later. I hope you enjoy the full moon.